Welcome to AESL Family Channel. Chapter 1092 has a lot of mysteries, and we will delve into one of them, which is the relationship between Kuma and AKAINU. This is going to be an exciting discussion, so let's get started without further ado. We need to begin by recognizing that in the latest chapter, AKAINU appears different from what we know. Typically, he is a cold, ruthless figure ready to do whatever it takes for justice, even if it means sacrificing the lives of others, guilty or innocent. We know he has never hesitated to destroy everything, whether at Marineford or elsewhere. But what sets this apart is how AKAINU confronts Kuma. Despite Kuma being nearly destroyed and reduced to a living robot, AKAINU chooses not to ruthlessly finish him off. Instead, he attempts to talk to Kuma, to try and understand the reasons behind Kuma's actions. This raises a significant question. Why does AKAINU want to delve deeper into Kuma's motivations rather than simply annihilating him? Is there something more than just principles at play here? This draws interesting parallels with what happened with Bonnie in chapter 595. We know AKAINU spoke to her and even tried to remind her of the reasons behind her actions. Of course, the question that arises is how AKAINU could know so much about Kuma and what might motivate him. There might be a possibility that AKAINU has interacted with Kuma through Dr. Vegapunk. As we know, some admirals seem to have exclusive relationships with Vegapunk. For example, Fujitora and Ryokugyu have spoken to Rodrigue and even inquired about Vegapunk's whereabouts. This reminds us that high-ranking officers in the Marines often have duties to oversee or interact with Dr. Vegapunk, including AKAINU. So, AKAINU may have long known Kuma through their involvement with Vegapunk. Certainly, there's a connection with the pacifistas as well. Pacifistas are the result of Vegapunk's experiments, and Kuma was once one of them. This is part of AKAINU's important role in overseeing Dr. Vegapunk's crucial research. In this regard, AKAINU might have known the reasons behind Kuma becoming a living weapon through the experiments conducted by Vegapunk. However, another significant question is why AKAINU is so confident that he and Kuma had fought before. How does he know? This is an important question that needs to be answered. Perhaps AKAINU has information from another source that makes him so sure about that battle. Moreover, there's an intriguing theory about Kuma and his background. Kuma is said to hail from the mink race, which is not an ordinary race. He's also known to have been a ruler somewhere, though he's known as a cruel king. There's a possibility that Kuma might have allied with the world government before, perhaps when he was still a human before becoming pacifista. This could explain why AKAINU has so much information about Kuma and even the Revolutionary Army. Lastly, this relationship could also be related to Dragon. There's an old theory that Dragon is a former Marine. This concept has been developed in the story as a legend of a guardian of the seas from Chinese mythology. There's a possibility that Dragon and Kuma were on the same side, the Marines, before they both decided to resist. This would explain why AKAINU is so confident that he and Kuma had fought. In conclusion, we have several assumptions that might explain the relationship between AKAINU and Kuma. One thing is certain. This relationship has many layers of mystery that need to be unraveled. In the upcoming chapters, we might get more answers. Keep following this thrilling story's developments and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue to delve deeper into the mysteries of One Piece and await answers to these puzzles in the future. See you in the next discussion.